Yes, gentlemen, and with us, so we don't want to waste much time. So let's just go straight into the business of the day. Yeah, good morning, Barrister Monet. Navigate ourselves. Briefly, as I was saying before the interruption, who is Obesere? Why are you called Obesere? Because your name is Monet, but everybody all over Nigeria knows you as Obesere, Obesurutu. It's an household name. How did you get that name? And who's Obesere?
Well, I was born with so many expectations, and I grew up in Lagos, did most of my schooling in Lagos. I got admission into the Obafemi University in the early 90s, and in one election, I had managed to gather most of the Christian folk and the gentle people behind me, only overnight for people to raise propaganda that I was a popular Fuji musician who always sang from one of the halls at Gula halls. And gullibly, most of my reporters believed it, went back into their rooms, and I lost that first election. And ever since, the name stuck. But its modification came from my northern comrades in the early days of the millennium. And they couldn't find themselves calling Obesere. And they said the way I spoke made me what the Hausa would call a basket mouth.
Obansurutu. Okay, thank you very much. My viewers now know where that name comes from. Yeah, well, first of all, again, we have to congratulate you on your graduation. On your call to the bar just a few days ago, so that you have added another feather to your cap. You are now a barrister of the Supreme Court in Nigeria. I will say that quickly. You are from Ilaje, and that's the southern part of Ondo State, and I'm sure you might have seen the write-up that is going on that some of your people wrote from Ilaje, and demanding for some certain explanation from the governor of Ondo State on what is accrued to them, the 40% accrued to them, and the money is huge. And you are from that area. Is there any justification for such a money have been received on behalf of Ilaje and Eseldo, running into billions? Is there anything projects on ground to have shown for that?
Because of this network, let me quickly point out something. When the news is supposed to be given to you by your parents, because if Governor Yusuf had not made the open proclamation of the received funds, we would probably have been in the dark, both locally and internationally, on such developments. If you ask me if there has been justification, in law, there's a popular saying that res ipsa loquitur. If you get down there, you're not going to see any project to be able to show or speak that such funds, of course, came into Ondo State from anywhere, be it Nigeria or outside the shores of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. So it's not something that catches you when you're happy, but more importantly, as a party member. And that is why, instead of always coming and running down to come and defend, it's better just let people know what is there, what you are going to do, so that they know the expectation as it stands. So it was not a good development in most areas. But of course, there's also always, it's our law. When you look at one side, it says there's always another side. And when you weigh the sides, that is when you can truly give a balanced view on the matter. I am also aware that this is this country with a lot of misnomers going on. It is not impossible that these funds have found their way even out of the government's pockets. And like I said yesterday, the government only as grant sponsors, disciples that he has working with him in his party, and people who outside politics engage with him for the benefit of the state. So it might not be possible that as 10 times goes on, you start learning that many people did, of course, collect monies for projects for their own people and have no account that they can render of such. And like we have been asking, if the governor comes out in full and gives a breakdown, an account of how this went, we will know what next step to take.
Thank you. As a lawyer now, is it right for a governor to just start spending money of the state without going through the proper channel of because we learned that these monies were not in the budget. There's no any evidence that the governor approached the state that is we are
On the state, and I do think that if it were truly erroneous, those also have taken legal steps to be able to begin processes of amelioration of this situation. Be that as it may, if, however, it is discovered that the State House of Assembly did not or is ignorant of this issue, that leaves so much to be desired. Of course, going by the worries the Assembly itself has, of course, we know that the Speaker himself is a constant visitor to the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission.
yeah.
And of course, I did know that this governor granted a huge autonomy to the Assembly, unlike the past governors that have administered the affairs of Ondo State. So with such a person, getting the truth might come with some, like it's a bitter pill. There can be obstructions to you to believe whatever will come out of a man who bears the name of a religion and then of a shrine. He is contradictory in itself. So be that as may, however, I can assure you, the Ondo State people will ask questions. Don't forget that you and I, at the time, are the heavy cause, at the risk of our lives, to put Governor Mimiko's administration in the spotlight.
Yeah.
You get me? But like Frank Turner said, every generation must, out of the nature of security, discover its mission. And they have a choice, either to fulfill it or to betray it. It is in their hands. I am just coming out, I'm just studying issues, and once I lay my hands on issues, one, as an activist, as a politician, before being a lawyer, I vote for if I don't think that as a lawyer, I will know what step to take there.
Thank you very much. Yeah, still on your Elijah Seldo issue. It is on record that Ondo State is part of the oil producing area because of Elijah and Eseldo. And there was this issue of who represent us at the National Assembly as the chairman House Committee on Niger Delta. And when it came to Ondo State, it went straight to Ondo North instead of Ondo South that laid the golden egg. And any share in all this representation? What is your stake as a leader from that area?
I think it comes down to us as a people. There are times that we need to just put politics aside and stand behind whoever will come. As much as we are going to have to stand to ask questions when the need arises, and not just to stand behind him, all intending that whatever should come to the project should come to our pockets. Because whatever you consume biologically could be expended biologically. But when you put down infrastructures, roads, electricity, healthcare facilities, and the likes, you are still going to come back and engage its youth for all its worth. So I thought that the mistake in 2019 was the agitation that it should not just be given to Honorable Kolade Akinjo of the PDP, who represented that particular area as at that time until now. Now I'm aware that the National Assembly has committee chairmen that are of the PDP store. So the mischief began concern about votes and the alliance with the leadership of the National Assembly. So the mischief had come ab initio from the leadership and members of the National Assembly, and with the covert support of the gratitude of the majority of the leadership of the elected people. Even I cannot exonerate myself in that regard. But now, like I said earlier, rest is allocator. Even if you give somebody from Ondo State that role, it is essential that there are certain monitoring devices that should have been put in place. If you come into Ondo State today, most of the villages and towns on the shoreline are facing serious threat of sea incursion and erosion. And virtually all the areas on the other side of the state, and the extreme side in Akoko North, are undergoing massive renovations. And you wonder what exactly is going on. And you can just simply put two and two and make it four. And there have been various allegations of compromise on the part of most of us. And the issue stands there. No matter what you are